Hey, it's Joy Rochelle here today, broadcasting an important message regarding the Lionsgate time that we're in, and with Lionsgate approaching. I'm just going to be reading my Google Doc that's on my computer for this broadcast that I just channeled through. Um, I had a collective group of beings contact me a couple days ago with the acronym GAIUS, GAIIUS. It stands for Galactic Allegiance of Interdimensional Infinite Universes Security. That's basically what it translates into our human uh, language, English language. And so just a little bit of background on them. I'm just going to make sure I can share this information. Yes. Okay. So I asked them, what is this group of collective beings? Their response is they are a collective of every star race from across the universe, galaxies, who are experts at ensuring security for planets and races, humankind in our case for this broadcast. And then I asked them, how are they different from the Galactic Federation of Light? Because many of us know who GFL acronym is, Galactic Federation of Light. So this is their response, is you could say that they are a secretive division that is a part of the GFL. Think of it in terms of how the CIA is with what we know as humans from watching TV shows and movies. Is it's like they're a black ops, like super secret special unit that nobody knows about, nobody knows exists. It's like they go in to planets to assist, but it's exactly like how it is like in the movies when like a black ops team goes into a foreign country, and it's like, hey, if you're captured or whatever, like, we have nothing to do with this, like, we weren't a part of this, you're like independent, and if you go to jail or any of these things happen, like, you can't give us up type of a thing. Like, they want you to think of it them as in terms of that. Yeah, they are a very secretive task force, and is part of the one that I'm a part of. I'll tell that story later, where I volunteered to become a human again, to fulfill this massive mission that we have for planet Earth and the universe, to save planet Earth and to save the universe and like galaxies that span so far and wide that can be a little bit hard sometimes for our human mind to comprehend. And their message is that they are no longer in hiding because they can no longer hide. They need their messages to come out and be brought to light. So I'll get back into the message I transcribed here. Is they want the world to know that they are here and standing with us and the GFL in this fight against the dark forces. They have been pinging me with information on energy integrity. The not all light language is good. Not every being you connect with has the best intentions for you and planet Earth. To be mindful and aware of your energy. As this Lionsgate is approaching, soon they will have a request. Well, they have the request down in below for the collective. And so they're asking me to please broadcast and share this message far and wide. So if you're listening to this, please share, 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 share. Share, share, share. I only have so much reach at this point, so I need the help of you, fellow light workers, fellow light warriors, to share the heck out of this message. As Lionsgate approaches, it is opening up energies to connect with you easier. And so when this is occurring, please be mindful of that. And when you're connecting, connect with your highest of vibrations. So make sure you're in really high vibrational, energetic, and physical states before you do anything. And then in here they mentioned before you do any like intentional connection work is to listen to the Protection Inner Earth Enchantment that I recorded like 3 weeks ago in a Facebook Live. I'll put the link in the video here so you can sign up for it, have access to it. And some other guidelines for us are to call in your higher self to inform you and or break the connection when you're connecting with lower energy states, with beings who have a different agenda and do not have your best interest in mind. And again, they would like to remind all of us about free will choices. And this is something I'm going to be talking about a lot. I'm kidding. Okay. So with the free will choices, it's many humans in the spiritual community especially have this false belief that they will not connect with dark forces and beings or that have any negativity that will come from the spiritual realms. And this is a false paradigm belief system that has been going around for a really long time. And it is one of the main reasons and factors in what the state of planet Earth is in now. Basically, what came to me as I'm channeling this, as I channel, I see visibly through my third eye, is many light workers in the past, whether they identified as light workers or not, when they're connecting with spiritual beings, didn't really have like, and it's happening now, right now, is don't really have like these standards and integrity, either because they haven't been taught, they haven't been shown, they don't know any better as to who they're connecting with, or they have this false belief that if you're of love and light, then that's all you're going to attract to you is love and light and beings who have the same thing. And what they're saying is that that's not always the case. It hasn't always been the case. And there are beings out there who are basically, they're like manipulating you into thinking it's like that they're here for a good agenda, but actually they don't have a good agenda. So it's always really good to tap into how you receive energy, know how you receive energy, know your physical body responses to, it's like those gut feelings that you get when something is wrong, is to listen to that when you are receiving information, especially when you have downloads coming in or these new beings and stuff come in to connect with you. They really want us humans to get it that as a human on planet Earth, we have free will choice in everything we do, consciously and unconsciously. So please, 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 we're being asked to really, during these times and as we move forward, to really be aware of our thoughts and actions, especially when we're in receiving modes, especially when we're in the times approaching the Lion's Gate, when we feel really open to getting downloads. What people call downloads, which has also been a confusing factor for some people in the spiritual community to actually understand what downloads are, and with people like not getting the full like fragment of the information that's supposed to be coming through, because a lot of us have been programmed in the matrix that downloads are, yeah, you're getting ringing in your ears. You're receiving a download. Just let it come. Just let it process. It'll come when it comes. And like a lot of the times we get like pieces of information that's like putting together a puzzle piece with no cover that shows us how the pieces are going. And so what's happening and what has happened in the past is there has been a lot of misinformation. It's like a short circuit. Like if you think of like electricity and it like short circuiting, it's kind of like messages that are like that, but we as like humans don't really understand that that's what's happening, because we're like, oh no, like I got all this information, I put it together and this is what it is, and I'm gonna put it out there. And many of you may have read this information that have been like that in the past, and you might have been guided to just stop reading it, to not follow that person anymore, to not read it, whatever. It's because your gut, your soul, your higher self knows that it is not in alignment with you and what you're supposed to be bringing in to your consciousness, has something that you have in your thoughts and in your consciousness and unconsciousness. Okay, I'm just going to make sure this is good. Okay. And so this is the ask, is we would like to address how you can change the current state of planet Earth as we approach Lionsgate. Keep your energy as high vibe as you can. Okay, so how can you do that? You can listen to the protective and earth enchantment that I'll put in the description at the top of this video. You can listen to a high frequency music, like like sound bowls. You move your body, get moving your body to increase that energy, so it's not stagnant within yourself. And just like drink lots of like pure water, no additives, no flavor drops into your water, just plain water. And just yeah, just try to maintain a really high vibe. You can use essential oils for that. Like Idaho blue spruce is a really good one, but if you don't have that, then try like lavender. Lavender is like an all-around type energy thing. If I find something else that I think I actually do have a high vibe inner earth enchantment. I can put that in the link as well to just make it open to the public. So yeah, just keep your vibes high. And the next thing is to visualize a healed planet. Visualize a planet where all people are equal, all sentient beings are treated with love and respect, where Mother Earth is respected and is flourishing. Like picture, like, I believe the word is utopia. This amazing earth, like heaven on earth. Picture that. You don't have to do it for a long time. You can do it for like, you can do it for a minimum of like 2 times a day or throughout the day. And this is just a reminder that it only takes a few seconds of you holding that vision for it to make a difference. Because when many people are doing it in tandem, together as a collective, then that is the reality that we are envisioning has becoming like real for ourselves. And it you don't have to sit in like meditation for like, you know, minutes to like hours on end visualizing this. It's quick. It happens quickly. Like our thoughts are what create our reality, and our thoughts sometimes they come in real quick and then they leave real quick. And that's what they're trying to get across here, is that it doesn't have to feel like it's like this really big chore to like do these things for the betterment of the collective, for the betterment of you, for the betterment of planet Earth. Is that it doesn't take a long time. It's just like, okay, yeah. It's like, an example what's coming in is like, hey, you're like going to the bathroom, or you're like having a shower, or you're like getting ready to go to bed. You're like doing your brushing of your teeth or whatever. It's like getting into like that habit of when you're doing that, you're like visualizing this utopia on planet Earth of everything being like so beautiful and so bright, and everyone being equal, and like all of that stuff, like visualizing there. And then it'll start to like become like a habit for you when you do those actions. And it can just be like as quick as like, hey, I get out my toothbrush, I'm putting the toothpaste on my thing. Okay, as I'm doing that, I'm visualizing this, and that's it. Like, that's it. Like, it doesn't have to take forever to do any of this stuff. And so then we get to Lionsgate on August 8th, which is in like 4 days, depending on where you are in the world, on August 8th, we are being asked to visualize this utopia that we have been visualizing in the days coming up, approaching Lionsgate, is to visualize that, light a candle, and set a strong intention for assistance from GAIUS and the GFL to ask for the overriding of the collective free will choice in this situation, so they can assist us even more than they have been allowed to. So the more of us on a collective base who are asking for this, if there's a majority of us that are like putting out these requests, it's like, hey, like we're asking for the assistance, we're asking for the overriding of the choices, and it's like you're asking for like the overriding of the choices of the people who like aren't awake right now, who don't know what any of this is, who don't know that, yeah, all the things that are happening, don't know all like the backstories and whatever that's happening. It's basically their decision to like stay in the current like um, blinder world that they're currently in. And so this is kind of like overriding that, so that GAIUS and GFL can come in and assist us in healing the planet. And it's just to open our hearts and our minds to visualizing a healed planet, even if you've been consumed in the media, consumed with what's going on in the planet, and the negativity of it. It's to open up your hearts and your minds to this healed world, this healed planet, right? Because when we open up, it's like, just like when you get like a tear. It's like when you get like a tear in your sweater, right? It's like, this sleeve is the representation of people's hearts and minds being like, kind of like blocked off, sealed off to what is possible than what's like the negativity that's like in front of them right now that's being spewed out by the media, right? And so it's like, here, like where my watch is, it's like, hey, if we create a tear and then it creates a bigger tear of you opening up your hearts and minds to a healed planet, then usually what happens when you get a tear, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Because as you open up your hearts and minds, you're unlocking this piece for other people in the collective so that they can then open up their hearts and their minds to it as well. And with that, they have instructed me that you're doing this on August 8th at 11 a.m. Mountain Direct Time, Mountain Standard Time, whatever it's called. I'm in Mountain Time. I will be doing a Facebook Live, and I'll be probably streaming it into Instagram as well. And I'm going to be doing some sort of guided, intentional journey with them. As more details come in, I will post them. If more details don't come in, then this is like how I work, where I get they give me like a piece of information, and then they're like, do it, and that's how it works. So yes, your invitation is to come and join me on 8th, which is Lionsgate at 11 a.m. Mountain Time, here on Facebook or on Instagram. And yeah, to join me in this, and to please share this out with as many people as you can. We thank you for that. And yeah, that is all that they're wanting to come in now. Just before I get off, I'm going to double check something. No, it's not coming in. And as you can see, I feel, well, maybe it's not that noticeable for you, but I haven't showered or washed my hair or anything yet, because it was like, no, you don't have time to do that. Like, you need to film this now to broadcast it out and get it out. And yeah, with that, I will sign off from this broadcast, and I'd like to also invite you to come and join my Facebook group. You can find it at thecosmic.group. It will take you to the request page to enter the group. And if you'd have no idea who the heck I am, because this is being shared out, you can find more information about me at www.joyrachel.com. And after Lionsgate on August 11th, I also have DNA Key Codes, which is level 1 of the Inner Earth Enigma school, that is all about encoding and recoding your DNA and bringing in unfiltered data drops into you. So you can find more information about that probably just on my profile if you come scroll my Joy Rachel profile or Joy Rachel page. And with that, I will sign off and thank you all for watching and listening and sharing. And I will see you all on August 8th